welcome back to a unique episode. This episode, there's no microphones. This is all an illusion. Wow. The cable literally ripped in half, and we are going. I'm doing like an on-the-go thing. You got the man on the street kind of. Yeah. You know that's the one they use. What's your song?
Your song? I used this one before, and look, and I like it because it's lightweight. Actually, you want to hold it for a sec?
For sure. Whoa.
I didn't ask you to sing. I just asked you to hold it.
How was that? Well, you gave it to me, and then I can do what I want. We're going to use AI to enhance the audio and make it kind of podcast quality. So that's going to be what we do because we don't care. It's New Year's. It's a New Year.
Yeah. In the new year, though, we're going to have to get a better setup. That's like a New Year's resolution that we should probably do is get a better setup.
New Year's resolution, invest in yourself, focus on your goals, focus on like working like swimming, try swimming more. Mm-hmm. For me, I want to swim. And focus on, I actually wrote down, did you write down? I told you to write them down. You didn't do it.
I did do it.
I told him to write
I have stuff I want to work on this year. And do you want to start with yours or do you want me to start with mine?
You can go with yours. Go ahead.
Wait, because then you're going to try and top mine.
Well, people are confused. How could Hamza improve himself anymore? So I kind of want them on the edge of their seats.
Okay. Well, okay, so this is one of my first ones.
Or I can go first.
Really?
Or you can go first.
Okay, this is one of my first ones right here. Okay, Martin's New Year's resolutions. Number 1.
You had to title it?
Eat more veggies. Because I'm noticing that I haven't been eating as many vegetables, and I think in the new year I want to touch some new vegetables, such as maybe some bok choy.
That's a long shot. I'd save that for 2025. Bok choy is very specific in use, I believe.
Oh, you have to be kind of like a veteran veggie eater?
Well, where would you put it?
Well, I don't even know what it looks like. I just heard that it's healthy. So, okay, fine. I'll go back down. Maybe the broccoli.
I don't mean to snuffle your dreams, stifle,
Okay.
So
okay, I'll still try, and I'll do. Yeah, I'll go. Maybe I'll lower it a tier. Maybe broccoli.
Okay.
Just to try it. You got to get the habits in. That's what I saw.
Broccoli.
Yeah. And then I'm also gonna try and wash my hands more.
Oh. We went to a concert, K-Tronada concert, and they had this stupid bathroom, and it was combined men and women. Mm-hmm. And they both meet in the middle to wash their hands together. And that had me washing my hands. I washed my hands with soap 4 times.
Because you're kind of performing in front of an audience.
It's a performance. And I got all eyes on me. Everybody, how many pumps is he going to use?
Yeah, there's something nice about a man-only washroom because it's like there's no judgment there.
Yeah, we were talking. We were like,
we can just like fart, pee, poo, whatever, and then everyone's laughing and having fun, and then we start having like little fart competitions. But then when you're in a kind of like a unisex washroom like that, a little mixed, you can't really be yourself. You're almost kind of putting on a show for everyone. I think it's very fake.
So what was your resolution? Wash your hands more?
I'm gonna wash my hands more. I'm gonna try and just be more a clean person.
Okay. Yeah,
and that's a good one because that's the one that a lot of people forget.
I would appreciate that. Yeah, and people around you would appreciate.
And then this one's just a big one because I think a lot of people could maybe do this one as well. I'm gonna try and choose educational and high quality non-violent TV shows and video games to enjoy. What?
Can you say that one more time?
I'll try to choose educational, high quality, non-violent TV shows and video games to enjoy.
TV shows and video games?
Yeah, just playing stuff less violent, less gory, stuff like that, and maybe more educational and stuff. Because I think now the world is plagued and polluted with just content that doesn't really matter. Like this podcast, for example, it's highly educational, highly not violent.
It's not violent. I know that one for sure. I don't know about the first. That's good. Yeah, I watch a lot of true crime, and I feel like I'm just talking to my penis. Like, what is this?
No, true crime is good. True crime is good.
No, but I watch a lot of it.
It is violent. It's violent.
It feels low vibrational. That's what some people would say, because I'm not even paying attention to it half the time. Mm-hmm. But it's just there, and all I hear is graping. That's what they say to not get banned. Nonces, murderers, serial killers. Always in the background of my head.
Yeah, it's true crime.
It's true.
You're saying like you hear that just not watching it.
Yeah, because in the background, I'm like, that's just what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you right now, man. You're watching true crime. The best part about true crime is that everyone who consumes it, they think they have a PhD. Like you're entering this weird community where when they watch true crime, they think they're the most educated person in the entire world.
Yeah. Like,
you ever argue with someone about true crime? Or just in general?
Me. I'm the one to do it. But, we all know the Reed method. We all know all the basics. I just finished an 8-hour series about Chris Watts. And it just his interrogations. I watched him on, he's the guy who murdered his wife and his pregnant wife and his 2 kids and just try to like straight face it. It's really, it sounds messed up, but it's a really funny one to watch because he's so cocky and really thinks he can get away with it. He's like the worst liar you can possibly imagine. Anyway, low vibrational.
Yeah, very.
You know what else is low vibrational? I watched the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life last night.
What was it?
What's the one Obama produced it? He was a co-producer.
What? Obama produced a movie?
He was like A&R or something.
A&R?
Leave the World
Arms
Behind.
and Renegade?
Leave the World Behind.
Leave the World Behind. Oh, I've been hearing people talk about it. They said it was amazing.
It's the worst piece of dog shit I've ever seen.
But dude, you're a notorious hater. So is this real hate or is
it's
this
true. Like... And on that note, actually, my number one resolution for next year is less hate.
Oh, that's a good one, man. Dude, seriously, that's a good one for you.
And my next one is more love. That's my second one.
And that's amazing. I'm so proud of you, man. Good job.
And my third
You really
one,
could use more love in your life.
My third one is less phone in bed. But it's hard because it's so fun.
But replace it with what? Less phone, more, and then more what?
I'll just sleep.
More sleep, okay.
Less phone in bed. But it's so fun to scroll in bed. So fun.
Nah, you got to give up the things. What did Jesus do? He
really
gave up 40
fun.
things. He gave up 40 things for 40 days.
He wouldn't give up this. That's your
if
funny
Jesus
video.
had a phone and he was laying in bed, do you think he would scroll?
He probably only scroll on Instagram. He wouldn't touch TikTok. Maybe Facebook. He'd be on Facebook Marketplace looking for carpentry things, tools.
He might sneak that one in the commandments, though. He might be like, "That's not really a sin, guys."
Facebook
Scrolling
Marketplace.
in bed.
And my fourth one is reject all cookies. I always hit accept the cookies. I don't know why I shouldn't just say reject. It's in the same spot.
Okay.
The movie was the worst thing I've ever seen. Let me get my hate out before the year starts.
Yeah. Do it now. What are we, 31st? So, yeah.
I got a few hours. It's, without even getting into the performative, moderate, neo-lib BS critique, because that's not for me, that's for Hassan Piker, who's fantastic at what he does. Just an awful show. Movie. And my problem with movies is I barely ever watch movies. So when I pick one, it better be good. And the whole time I'm watching it, I'm having this sunken cost fallacy where it's like, wow, this is awful. I'm an hour and a half in. There's like 50 minutes left. Do I dip now? Do I give it hope? Whole time I'm doing this tug and pull and tug and push, all for the worst ending I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's like when you're reading a book and you start thinking about the actual words on the page instead of...
That's what I was doing. Great cast. The Jurassic World girl, Mashallah Ali, freaking Kevin Bacon. They spend all their money on the adults. Then the child actors,
awful.
Anybody, TikTokers. Come here, TikTokers. The worst. It was so bad.
Yeah, a bad child actor can ruin it.
It just ruined it. Yeah. Like, you literally have, like, Oscar-nominated people, and then just children.
And then Juno winners. And then Juno winners.
Children. Yeah. Juno. That's the thing. It's probably nepotism with the kids. They just, like, pick whoever's kid. Terrible. Literally ruined it. This brat-ass little girl. Man, if you've seen it, you regretted it. And if you liked it, then you have lead poisoning or something. I don't know.
Well, you know who set the standard for child acting in general, and is the Stranger Things kids.
They really did.
They just kind of ruined it for everyone else. So I think everyone should make a shift. Hollywood should make a shift, and we should all shift the age groups that are playing younger roles. So, we should have, 20-year-olds, they should be playing 10-year-olds. Right?
Well, that's
30-year-olds play the 20-year-olds. 40-year-olds play the 30-year-olds.
Or just people who have that disease that the Karate Kid had, so that you don't really notice it.
Yeah, something.
The Buttons disease, excuse me.
Benjamin Button?
That's it, Benjamin Bottom's disease. That would be good.
Yeah, because it's just too distracting. Whenever you see a bad child actor, it's just too
Y'all
distracting.
got Obama involved, but you couldn't get freaking Ariana Greenblatt or some child who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, you know what it is?
What?
I'll tell you right now. What were child actors subjected to back in the freaking 80s, man? Molestation, cigarette. They were forced to smoke cigarettes. They went to parties with adults. They were treated like adults.
So then they matured like adults. They matured,
exactly. Now, these kids grew up on freaking Disney.
TikTok,
freaking, I don't know.
Bring them into the clubs more.
Yeah.
Make
like
them,
Drew Barrymore, wasn't she at all the parties and stuff?
She was in a lot more than the parties. She was in under the bridges buying things, I believe. She's still, after that Oprah clip, I think she's not sober.
No, you want to be an actor? Huh? You want to be an actor, little boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, here.
Do this line.
Yeah.
Right in front of me. Or just don't hire children, honestly. Because they really just killed it. And I'm not going to say it was, Oscar award, great performances from the adults either. But for them, you could tell that it was just the writing was bad and they were giving it their most, but the children were really the cherry on top. I mean, I was alone in my bed. Watching a movie alone sucks already. I'm alone. I'm saying out loud after one of the kids say it, I'm like, oh! Oh! That's what I'm doing.
I'll tell you, you know what's even worse than a bad child actor?
A bad child in real life. I hate naughty children.
No, someone who has a visible, distinct, special feature on their face, and that's all you can stare at.
What?
That'll ruin a movie for me.
What?
I don't know. Just if someone has too big of a nose,
like Adam Driver.
Oh my God! Yeah. No. Anything with Adam Driver, I'll just stare at his nose the entire time.
Nah, noses are fun. Okay, well you're looking at mine. You're looking at mine while you said that. I'm a big schnoz.
No, it's when you notice it. I can obviously look past it, but then when you notice it, then I'll be staring at that the entire freaking time. Someone has a gap between their teeth. That's all I'm staring at.
No, that's not right.
I know it's not right, but it'll ruin it for me. I'm sorry.
Wow, you need to get over that because I find I like it because in real life people are not perfect. You want people in veneers. You want people with Botox. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying if they have one special feature, yes, then I'm gonna have to look at it.
Like a horn.
You know when you see it. I'm not going to name names here because we're not trying to make people feel bad about their features.
Because you're going to get in trouble. It sounds ableist.
What, I'm going to get blackballed?
It sounds ableist. You're going to get blue-balled by everybody.
By who?
By the viewers. They're going to blue-ball you.
I'm not going to get blackballed from the industry, right?
You're not in the industry.
I am in the industry.
All right. Yeah,
I'm an actor. I'm an actor now.
Adult film, maybe. I bet you're so happy to see do you see the Hassan clip that I got shitted on? Are you happy about that?
Nah, I'm not happy nor sad. I just think it was just a poor take.
Well, did you see the context? I don't even think the context made it the clip. I said it was you.
I know you mentioned me, and I was like, don't even make me seem like I'm pro Hassan. I'm not pro Hassan.
Whoa, don't back out.
I'm not backing out. Dude,
You're backing out.
Dude, do you want to let me explain my position, or you want to do this?
I know your position. You've talked about it many times.
Well, if you know my position, what is it?
You think he's good for the world?
I think he's a net positive. I don't think he's freaking savior. I don't think he's a savior. I think he's...
You switched up.
No, I didn't.
That's fine.
Guys, you know what I'm saying. I think he's a net positive because...
Write down in your resolution, no more switching up. That's what you should write.
I'm not switching up, man. I'm not switching up, all right? Don't get me tight here. I'm not switching up.
Hassan is watching and his big arms.
I don't care if Hassan's watching, man.
Big arms.
Hassan, if you're watching this, come on.
I love you.
Look what I'm doing for you.
No, I'm
a Hassanabi head.
I realize that it's really my business model is. I hate the clip because that's all I get is clips, and I always
you know what it is.
The stupidest stuff I'm always saying the dumbest.
Look.
But I can't stop because this will go straight to the Patreon.
It's true, because they want to see more.
I know it's such an evil business. This is my business model. Say a really stupid thing, gets clipped.
But is that all you ever want to be?
I know that's not what I want to be. But the truth is, if you watch the full clip right after it, I'm like, I clarify, I don't care. Like,
yeah. Well, that's the thing.
But you have to pay $5.
I find you switch up sometimes. You'll say a take, and then you're gonna quickly run away from it.
I switch up.
Nah, but look, if it was a bit, I think if your take need to be a bit more. It was not strong enough, I think.
No, it wasn't, because
you attacked him for
because I'm not passionate.
You attacked him for what Aiden Ross would attack him for.
Honestly, I just don't like him. He gives me bad vibes.
That's fine.
Bad juju. He went to brothels a bunch. Right. Look, all I'm gonna say is, you don't have to give me a paragraph back about this.
I won't.
I mean, isn't it? It's ironic for someone to preach about like equity, people getting their money, and from that get paid a super duper lot.
Right, but what does he do with his money?
That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to expand.
And then that's all I'll say.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
I'm really not that passionate about this topic, so I'm not the leader.
I'm not either, and that's fine. I think I understand where the hate comes from. I understand, but
it's not hate. I'm less hate
or whatever. I understand why people don't like it, because it's pretty easy to
it is dog on it. It's easy, but it's easy for a reason. Don't lick where I just pet you, you freak.
No, he's really sensitive when it comes to
now he's
being touched.
Dude, I got my freaking Burger King uniform, bro. Somebody said that, and I can't wear it anymore.
Yeah, it looks like you just clocked out and you just came onto the podcast.
I got the have it your way, freaking BK have it your way. BK.
Burger King. Were we allowed to have that? They had a crazy deal on Uber Eats the other day.
We're not allowed to have. You eat Burger King?
I haven't had it in years. Is it? It's huge in Europe. Burger King's like their McDonald's over there.
Well, I told you my theory about it, but it's because they still have residual. Their PR is still going because they paid for the ads in the movies and stuff. So,
it's
so
always
like in Romania. Some dude in Romania is watching freaking Hangover 2, and Adam Sandler's eating a Whopper. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Whopper, Burger King, let's go get it, Burger King. It's disgusting. It is.
I don't remember it.
If there's a McDonald's and a Burger King side by side, it's late night.
I'll eat anything if it's late night. Don't say that.
Well, because of the boycott, it'll be a hard choice.
Yeah.
But I will boycott. I've been boycotting Burger King, so that's a boycott. I'm really
just for health reasons.
Yeah, I had some I had like a burger that had like barbecue sauce and onion rings in it, and I almost sent a bomb threat.
Dude, one dude. This was crazy. This was years ago, but I went to Burger King and I ordered a salad.
Yeah.
And dude, the guy before me apparently started complaining because I'm not even gonna finish this.
What?
Never mind. I was just make this stupidest joke and make the Burger King foot lettuce joke. And then I thought about it and I was like, this is the dumbest thing in the world. What am I doing?
So let me see where that could have came into play. You got a salad. Salad has lettuce. The guy behind you says Burger King foot lettuce.
Oh the guy in front of me ordered a salad too, and then his had foot lettuce in it.
What do you mean it did?
Let's move on.
I tried explaining how the name Slushy Noobs came to be to a woman, and it was just the hardest thing to say. If you don't know, this is how it basically went. Slushy Noobs, what does that mean? Well, we just put something in ChatGPT and said it. Like, oh, what did you put into Slushy, or what did you put into ChatGPT? Well, we basically just said, give us a name for a gaming YouTube channel that incorporates Walkie Slush. And she was like, Walkie Slush? What's that? Tell me more. I said, this conversation is over.
Yeah, you went way too deep in it. You know what I say? I say, hey, it's just a little silly name, and that's it.
Well, that's not what they asked, though.
But sometimes it's okay to not answer.
And that's what I learned. Yeah, and I'm gonna put that in my resolution as well. Stop answering. Stop responding to people. Just kind of avoid answering questions because it never really turns out well. Giving someone more information about yourself, they just use it. They just weaponize it against you. Like Hassan Piker. Thanks for that. So yeah, we have to tell y'all something. Y'all are gonna see us in an ad. We want to tell you this because we did it before. We filmed it before the boycott, and it's gonna go out. And I just want you to know that, of course, now we don't support them. But back then it was just a paid thing, and when we were in the ad, do you remember what the ad was for? It's for the IDF.
Yeah, it was for the IDF, and look, they paid us a good amount of money. Do we want to say how much?
$800 each, and we couldn't refuse it at the time. You had just moved, a lot of moving expenses.
Yeah, and obviously, like we watch the H3 podcast, and we look up to them, and Hila served in the IDF, and I like her a lot. And what?
I forgot about that. Imagine someone having that on you. Imagine someone having that on you.
That you served in the IDF.
Like, that's crazy to have on me. Like, if you had that on me, I would lose every.
Also, why would I serve in the IDF? That'd be so out of my way.
From Ottawa.
I'll serve Croatia before I serve Israel, man.
But that's such a crazy thing to have on someone. Like, but dude, you served on the IDF, so you can't talk. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Well, that's why. But that's why they're so.
No, I'm just kidding. People do. But I'm just parodying that girl. You saw the girl?
No.
There's a girl who did that. She literally said that verbatim, but it was in a Starbucks commercial. But it's so funny. Like she was just like, "You guys are gonna see me in an ad." I swear to God, that whole thing was.
That's funny.
And she's like, "It was a Starbucks commercial." Yeah.
Well, look, man. Honestly, I wonder what they would think if they saw us in a Starbucks commercial. At first, they'd be like, "Oh my God, no way!" And then they'd be like, "Wait,
ah,
yeah." No, you guys would be happy for us. Come on.
Yeah, I'd be with the espressos like. Oh no, but they probably would put me behind the register. I'd probably be like a Starbucks.
That's like our biggest break ever, is like being in a Starbucks commercial.
And then we see the boycott happen. So you guys are going to see us in a commercial. Let's just say it rhymes with fart bucks. Yeah. I have topics I wanted to hit. We were talking about the Scientology guy. You want to talk about
Oh my
him?
God, yeah. Well, just about the people
Explain
who
the
like.
lore of it.
Well, I don't know if you guys have been seeing them on your For You page, but there's like the people who go live and then kind of stand outside the Scientology. I don't know if it's their main building, but it's like a freaking. It's like a museum or something. I don't even know. They basically drag people in here and they show them around for 2 hours, and then they try to recruit them, I guess.
Yeah.
And there's people live streaming on TikTok live outside of this to try and prevent people from going in. And they piss me off so much.
You don't like it?
I just don't like the people live streaming because I like checked and they have like 5,000 viewers, and it's all people who are there every single day. They're there every single day.
But they're trying to prevent the...
I know they're trying to prevent it, but it's like they're so deep into it that they're like low-key turning crazy.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
really weird. They're like starting to like go to the get the security guys like...
Spanish guy.
Yeah, it's... What's his name? Angel or something. They're like, they know everything about him. They like pulled out pictures from when he played on this like soccer team when he was like 9 years old. And they're like, Angel, come on. Do you remember this? Look, you were so happy before you joined Scientology. Come on.
And
He's just like straight facing them.
And he's like, these strangers have pictures of my freaking...
I know. Could you
when I was
imagine being in a
9?
cult and like people doing this to you? Like, dude, what's better, the cult or joining the streets with these guys?
Or showing you hitting a penalty kick.
I don't know. I think they're weird too, man. It's like they're so deep into it that's my take on that.
Yeah, it's just too much to deal with right now in life. And, if someone else can find purpose in a cult, it's like...
What are you going to do?
More power to you. Have you met a Mormon? Like, they are on it. They are so productive.
Everyone's in a cult, man.
They're really nice. Yeah, the cult of consumerism. The cult of loving Hassan Piker was the cult we.
Everything is a cult. This is a cult. You guys watching us, you're in a cult. Congratulations, you joined a cult.
Congratulations. Oh, he lets you spread his toes.
Yeah.
Okay. Noted. Yeah, I don't even know what Scientology's too big. Someone else was in it.
Tom Cruise was in it.
No, he's still in it.
He's still in it?
Yeah.
I know he distanced himself. I thought like maybe he discovered that it was a cult and he didn't want to be in it.
No. I don't know. You're just so stupid if you fall for that.
Well, that one you have to really like walk in and you have to like. What do they tell you? I really wonder what they tell you.
I know, and that's how you get into it.
Well, I felt like I was almost joining a cult when I went to Florida with Mandy. We went to one of those timeshares.
Oh,
yeah, where they kind of like pitch you a timeshare, and me and Mandy pretended like we were a young married couple just so we would get the $100 Visa gift card at the end.
And they took like all day.
And it takes like your entire day, and they just like talk you through like buying a timeshare, which is like literally thousands of dollars. It's like $10,000. It could be like 15, 20. It's insane. And I remember like walking through the area because you would just see other people consulting with other families. And then I was like looking over to my right and I saw another family basically falling victim to this whole thing. And like the dad had his like head in his hands and he was crying, and his wife was like consoling, like, oh, don't worry, it's the best thing you could do for the family. Because they make you feel like, oh, you'll never be able to like afford vacations if you don't do this. Like,
should have ran up with like on TikTok Live, una secta, cult, secta.
But they don't care. They recruit and they'll straight face you whenever you like. Like I remember I was like, no, I don't want this. No, I don't want this. No, I don't want this. And then finally they crack and they're like, look, man, I'm just doing my job. All right. Yeah. It's crazy.
Damn, I would fall for that. I think all I know about timeshares is you don't what is it? You pay a little bit of a crib and you can go whenever you want.
It's like no, you pay a lot and you have to vacation to make it worth it. That's the thing. It's like they're like, oh, how many vacations are you going to take a year? And then they like
do the math on it.
Yeah, and then they just kind of present it to you in a way that's like, whoa, why am I not paying for this? This is so worth it.
I'd probably fall for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
whoa.
No.
Fish just did like a backflip.
Mandy's walking in.
Yeah. Like it was definitely a weird feeling after we were done, because like you kind of just awkwardly walk up to the cash register and you're like, yeah, can I get my gift card now? And you were there for like 4 hours and you're like, this wasn't even worth it.
Did you get 100 each or 50?
We got 150 total, I think it was, or something. So
yeah, it wasn't worth it, was it?
I don't think it was worth it.
It was a whole day. You lost a day of your vacation.
Yeah. So we tried it. And we got what we deserved. We earned it. Hard work.
I don't want to go to Florida. I can't.
Florida's nice, man, but hey.
Can you put that on Do Not Disturb? You keep checking it.
I'm sorry. Have I been checking it all episode?
No, you haven't checked it once. But it's buzzing and it's throwing me off. I'm very scared of this audio quality. I'm like,
yeah,
doing
me too.
This to make me feel better.
Well, look, don't commit too hard. No crazy bits this time around. No, you know what I mean? We're not in costumes and stuff, so don't worry.
Oh, for the episode? Yeah. No, every episode is just a special.
Where would you want to go in the world now that you're able to travel?
Watch what Martin does here, okay? Martin, a place I'd love to visit in the world is Korea.
Okay, north or south?
Martin, I'm not going to North Korea, so I would hope you'd be able to deduce that.
No, you have to say South Korea. And the reason I asked for you to clarify that is because I know that there's a couple of people in the world that want to go to North Korea to cross off the bucket list. So I didn't know if you were a world traveler that wants to like go to every country in the world and you maybe start with North Korea.
When we had our argument about this, I think a better point for you to say would be, due to historical significance, I don't want to remove the cost that it took Korea to be South Korea. I want to remember that.
Yeah.
So I actually call it South Korea.
Yeah.
Instead of Korea.
Okay, that's a good. Okay, so I should clarify, but okay, yeah.
That's better. That's better. That's a better argument, but I think it's stupid, bro. Yeah.
No, you're right. I mean,
what did you say in my circle?
Well, no, I said
You were like, people.
there's people who maybe like want to go to North Korea,
That's
and
a
then
thing.
you said, yeah, no one in your friend group, no one in your circle would ever go.
Maybe, but yeah, maybe I would then.
I don't know. It was weird. It was out of habit. I just say North. I don't know why. Okay.
It's okay. I'm not trying.
I think I was like doing something else, and you just said that in the background, like I'm going to Korea, and I was like, North or South?
Yeah, and then you got passionate about like, well, hey, please be quiet.
Hey, do you want to come over here? Come here.
Um,
Come here.
come here. Yeah, it's not that serious. But I would probably go to. I was thinking about a place with vacation, but you know those big waves and everything that's going on. That was actually Cabo was one of the places that had the waves. Mm-hmm. So where do you guys go on vacation? Because I love. Well, ever since I was growing up, I was envious of the yearly, white people retreat. We go to Destin a lot. It's really nice. Oh, you have to go here, and I'm like, whoa. The last place I vacationed ever was Branson, Missouri.
Nice.
And
do they have resorts or
It's
anything?
a town that's themed after Dolly Parton.
Oh my God, I've been there.
No way.
I think I drove through there.
Wow.
Is that close to Smoky Mountains?
It is.
Yeah, I think I drove through there.
Well, it's not close to it.
Oh.
But maybe I did go to some. Maybe I'm mixing up Branson, Missouri and the Dolly Parton themed place.
Yeah, because like there was a place where I drove, and that's like all I saw was Dolly Parton.
It was a Dolly Parton themed town.
Yeah, I love Great Smoky Mountains or whatever because
I
it's
love
like
it.
it reminds me of Niagara Falls in a way. Have you been? You've been.
Yeah, I've been there.
It's kind of like that. You know how they have like all those like gimmicky little like Ripley's Believe It or Not, freaking goofy museums and stuff. It's like that.
But it all in some Great Smoky Mountains.
Yeah, and when I went, I actually my mom got us a little like lodge thing. It was a little bit like run down, but it was still I got to still stay a little bit in the mountains. They had this pool.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah, I want to go to vacation so bad.
One day, man, when you finally deserve it.
I'm using my vacation credits to go to Calgary to visit my family. So, if you know anything about Calgary, it is maybe the furthest thing from a retreat. You're just
It is. It's a dopamine cleanse. You get to go there and just cleanse yourself of any dopamine.
And then I'll be back here and I'll appreciate a Honeycrisp apple like I've never appreciated. You ever had one of those?
A Honeycrisp apple?
This is my new thing.
I don't know them by name. So if I say I'm going to have an apple, do you go Honeycrisp or... and then start listing
If I have options, yeah, I would offer. But the Honeycrisp is the best one. But it literally cost me like $2.50 for an apple. But I'm going to eat it,
Man, one thing about an apple is you're going to freaking eat it, man.
It's riveting. Riveting stuff. Did you guys like the Emergency Intercom episode we did? And welcome if you're from it. A lot of you guys came. Did you like it?
I think they were scared.
People were scared of us, which is fine.
Yeah, I think they were like, who are these monotone,
We were
low
not
energy-
putting our best show on for you guys.
Well, you
Can
know
we
what?
say
It's
that?
hard. It's hard, man. Drew and Enya, I mean, they're good at what they do, and
We got mogged. We got pod
mogged.
mogged.
We got energy mogged.
Yeah, well, I woke up at, this sounds like an exaggeration, but we recorded at 2 o'clock and I woke up at 1:58. Yeah, you could watch it. If you watch it, I got swollen my eyes hard.
Yeah.
Like my bed is behind me. I just rolled out.
Yeah. Also, I
because
noticed.
stayed up late.
I noticed as well. Like, I didn't think it would be a big deal, but I was using these old Apple earbuds.
Yeah, I don't
where
know
only
why.
only one worked, and so I could only hear out of my left. So it was really hard to hear in general. So it was like I could barely be in a conversation because it's like I couldn't hear. And it's like I swear Zoom does this thing where like it's like louder in your left if like some guy's talking.
Oh, like
it's
spatial.
It's like spatial weird. I don't know, but
So
it's throwing me off. But no, I mean
Drew's
maybe one
ass.
day we have them in person. How about that?
No, we will for sure. But Drew's ass glitching everywhere. I thought it was fun. It was very fun to record, and yeah, it was awesome. I love Hygiene and Cults, and I love Drew and Enya.
Yeah, they're a fun bundle of joy.
I think I saw a comment this morning of someone who commented These are my favorite comments because, well, I'm not encouraging them because, well, because I'm not Dream, but it comment on the clips of us and it says, are they dating /Gen? Keyword /Gen, which means if we are dating, then that's what's going to get them in. They want.
Oh, God.
Audience-wise.
Yeah.
And then, our people reply, yes, they're actually married and boom,
guys,
we just
don't do
absorbed
that.
them. We absorbed this /Gen.
Oh, don't do that. I don't want them. I don't want gens in here.
Or /genuine, I think is what it means.
I don't want them in here.
You don't want genuine people in here?
No. I don't want genuine people in here looking for two men in a relationship. That's what you're gonna watch us for?
They just cracked me up because that was like probably a deciding factor. Like if you're saying /Gen, then you need us to be dating to join. So welcome to the /Geners. We are in fact dating, and we run a couple cafe shops. In spite of Starbucks. So
and when you say relationship, obviously he means platonic and
business.
Business.
Not even platonic, it's business.
Oh, strictly business. Noel Cody vibes only.
Oh, wow. All right, get your clip on. Come on.
No more Cody. We can't.
Get your clip on,
No.
boy.
You did it. You ruined it for me. You ruined talking about Cody too many times.
I didn't. All I said once was the most abysmal, insane thing, which was Cody hates his pregnant wife. I can't believe these things come out of my mouth.
I know, you sounded like a psycho. You need to step away from the computer.
The clips and I'm like, oh my God. You know how you think it sucks seeing someone else try to make a point in a podcast clip? Imagine scrolling and then seeing yourself try to make a point and you're just like,
Yeah, you know what the worst one is?
What?
When we see old clips of ourselves, very old ones. There's that one.
I privated them for
you got
you
it?
could talk about them.
Okay, no, there's a clip out. Well,
there's two.
It's when we first met, and I don't know what I was doing. I think I was freaking masking or something. I was putting on this this super deep voice.
We both were.
And I was trying to just seem super cool or whatever I thought cool was or whatever.
Can you quote the clip?
You gotta say it.
So this is how the clip went. We're talking about Mandy. They just started dating. And I said, I can't even get it out.
You said, what's up with that little blondie? Is she the one? I was God. And I was like, bro, yes. Yes. I swear I was talking like an alpha male podcaster. It was really funny. But you know what? It's cute. It's kind of before I came out of my shell a little bit. I guess that's what it is. That's how I act when I'm not.
It's gross. It's masking is what it is. You're right. That's a good way to put it. But not MASK, it's MASQ, masculining.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I was trying to double down on my masculinity. I was sitting up weird. I was with my iced coffee and I was sipping it yeah. Yeah,
I think she's the one. It's important to just have someone in your life.
I think the only thing that we were doing was just challenging each other's masculinity the entire time.
It's so bad.
It's just I think it was just going into our safe little straight man
in our safe space, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I've learned a lot since then. In fact, too much maybe.
Yeah.
That we're just getting dating accusations. We went too far, but yeah, that was bad.
Yeah. So whenever I see clips from that, I just insane. I just cringe so hard and I turn off my phone. And I take a nap. I literally saw that clip and I had to take a nap.
You're dreaming of a world where it didn't exist.
Yeah. I do that. That's my anxious response to things is whenever I get hyper or just overwhelmed, I have to just sleep.
Really?
Yeah. I'm I need to take a break, pretend this isn't happening.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a weird thing. But hey, we all have our own ways of dealing. How do you deal with things like that?
I eat.
Okay. You're a binge eater?
I ate. I ordered 2 servings of butter chicken. Yesterday, and then I cooked 4 cups of rice, and then I ate it all day.
And
I just had it there, and I would revisit it every couple hours. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
It was like 2 liters of butter chicken. Like, I kid you not. They were like 2 buckets. And it was amazing.
And you did that because you saw a clip of yourself on the For You page?
Yeah, I saw the Hassan one and I said, get the butter chicken here, stat. No, it was $27 worth of butter chicken and it was amazing. Like, it was a Friday night. That's how I prepped for the new year. Get my butt, and it was so, I'm craving it now. I ate so much.
I almost locked in on butter chicken.
It's really a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is
I got poke bowl instead, the one that we were supposed to get originally.
Poquito here in Toronto. Yeah. No, the butter chicken, cut some cucumbers, little onions, throw it in there. You want?
Yeah.
So that's how I cope. But 2024.
You're cutting back?
I will not stop eating. That's something I'll love to do. If I can't eat, Carl, stop. If I can't eat just copious amount of food, I will. Life is not worth it. That's what stressed me out. Even when I was so young, I would see a rich person. I'm like, who's not fat? I'm like, how are you not fat? Someone saw a clip of like, I don't know, some rapper was like chubby. You could eat whatever you want all the time. Pasta and lobster. Every day. My ass you wouldn't recognize me. But I'd be the happiest I'd ever been. You're different. You got those constricting stomachs.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a point in time where I had an expanded stomach. You know how I expanded it?
How?
You know what I used to eat? I used to eat like 6 eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Brown rice. Actually, no. What's that one Russian grain that they all eat?
Quinoa.
No. Another one.
Wild rice.
What is it? It's going to bother me, man. Come on.
What's it shaped like?
I don't know, but it's super, super packed. Like, even just like a spoon is like equivalent to like a cup of rice.
No. Uranium?
Buckwheat?
Buckwheat. That's
Dude,
it.
I used to eat buckwheat and eggs in the morning. Like 6
Buck
eggs.
tea? Buck tea?
Buckwheat.
Buckwheat.
Come on, say it with your chest.
Yeah,
Buckwheat.
if you're eating... Da Vinci... Boros Twins invited you to their broadcast channel, Da Vinci Updates.
It's perfect. You can get caught up and stay updated with them.
As soon as you invite me to your broadcast channel, I remove you from my mind and I'll never think of you again.
Broadcast
you
channel.
enter a part of hell. There's going to be a section of hell called broadcast updaters and Instagrammers. Next to them is the notes, people who use Instagram notes, and then on the left of them is going to be murderers and pedophiles.
What about Instagram subscribers? You know, you can have like subs on Instagram.
I truly don't understand that. I see it as like you just want to support someone.
Yeah, but on Instagram.
Well, I really don't understand it.
But is there Instagram only influencers?
I don't know. I am 2024, no questions. We're asking no questions. Except on the podcast. Guys, you can actually chime in. Get involved. Go to Out of Character Pod on Instagram. Send us your dilemmas and we will live right now answer them. All right? And also, breathing heavy, the butter chicken on my mind.
I want some too.
If you want extra content, Patreon, $5 a month. That's me. It's a solo. You already know.
And $5 also.
It'll pay for my Chick-fil-A.
Yes, and $5, five. What else is 5? The stars that you should be rating on the podcast.
There you go.
I always
nice
have to think of it.
Yeah, if you're on Spotify, rate it right now, 5. And with that being said, here's what's going on in your lives.
I'm excited. I feel like I haven't read advice in a really long time, but obviously it's only been a week.
Hi guys, love the pod and I need help. So I met this girl at the start of the semester. Well, this is a girl, so keep in mind. Madison, I believe. Unless there's guys named Madison. Is there guys named Madison? There's no guys named. It's she, her. So I met this girl at the start of the semester and we instantly clicked. And she was always super flirty with me. I had the biggest crush on her until she told me that she had a girlfriend, but they broke up a few months ago. I don't know if I should ever say how I truly feel because I don't want to ruin our friendship. And also, I don't want to be rebound either. It's just killing me because we're both so flirty and we spend every minute together, but I can't really do or say what I really feel. Tell me what to do, thanks. Do lesbians see us as as knowledgeable in lesbianism. This is a trend.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, hey, we're lesbians. If you guys need help, come to us. Trust me, we know what we're talking about.
I actually really don't. There's so much happening. Like 2 women in the dynamics and the flirty, that's a lot for me. I can't even figure out one. What would you chime in? What would you say?
Well, what I would say personally, you don't want to ruin the friendship, right? If that's true, then don't do it. Because then if the friendship matters more to you, then, but you also should be honest with yourself and wait, what am I seeing right now?
Someone made a
Slushy Noobs mug.
Okay.
Oh my God, taking a little bit of initiative there.
Okay, well, just hang on, guys. Let us get paid from this.
Yeah, relax. No, you got to be upfront and honest with your feelings. You got to say, hey, I'm a lesbian.
Hey,
and I think
I'm a
like
lesbian, and I like you, and we should do what lesbians do, which is
cuddle, plant plants together, play Sims together.
Wow, that sounds fun. Good luck with that. Hello, Hamza and Marin. So basically, I need your advice on how to stop loving older men. I have developed an attachment to almost every male teacher I've ever had. Not in a sexual way. Every man I've ever been interested in is older than me by at least a year, but usually 2 more. You'll be fine. I have a hard time finding interest in guys who aren't the same age as me. Should I just date a 40-year-old? Well, if it's a year or 2 older, then that's perfectly natural. That's nature.
That's like probably, yeah, most girls do that.
Yeah.
It's rare that a girl dates down.
Very rare.
It's rare.
So, don't date the 40-year-olds. But, dude, I got this. I went on this TikTok binge. There's this girl who's like she's proud that she's in an affair.
Oh my God, I think I saw this.
She gives advice on how to get in affairs. So, take this advice. Get in an affair.
This is a nice and it's a genuine question because, I know you guys are like, what the heck? I did not Google search married man in my area to go look for them. There are websites for that, and there is a reason that those exist. Oftentimes it's 2 married people looking to do that. For me, I was a single girl. I was busy. I was starting my own business. I didn't have time for a traditional relationship. So I went on a May-December website to find an older man. That's when I met my partner. And yes, I found out within the first couple dates that he was married. It wasn't appealing, but it wasn't as much of a turnoff as it would be for other people. We had a ton of fun together. We traveled, we partied, we had dinner, and then we started a business together, and the rest is history. So I love him, and it's kind of just happened. This is a nice, and it's a...
He's still married.
He's Shaitan.
Huh? Why you say it wrong every time?
Shaitan.
Shaitan.
Whatever. That's a walking she-devil, man. What is she doing?
She keeps going. It's crazy.
Snagging up married men.
She's the
freaking burning bush.
She she gives advice on how to cope with the holiday season because she doesn't get to see him because he's back with his family. It's
oh my God,
diabolical stuff.
Dude, imagine your whole life is that.
And that's the thing. It's kind of look.
When I was in the affair, I felt fairly emotionally and financially supported. I felt like my affair partner was available for me most of the year, maybe except for birthdays and, of course, the freaking holidays. It really felt like a piece of my heart was missing because it was. He still did really good about seeing me Christmas morning, things like that. But it just was not the same because I had to go home without a partner. My mom
you went to his wife and kids.
Where are they? I'm like, they're with
That's
their
what it
wife.
is. They're sick individuals. I think that they matter more.
Communication often slowed down. They were less available. And that was when I really felt like a mistress or an outsider.
You are, girl.
So
you freaking are.
That you ladies are taking care of yourself. When I was...
And to who is she talking to? She's acting like she has a cult following.
She sells a course on how to start affairs.
And is there people actually in there?
Well, she's trying to get an audience of affairs mistresses.
What a freak, man.
So
These are the type of people walking on our planet, infecting perfectly normal marriages.
yeah, someone stitched it talking about like, okay, but the kids though.
Yeah, your entire purpose is to just ruin everything.
People.
Get out of here.
People.
Get out of here.
You're
Go.
Thanos. You're like Thanos, basically.
Yeah.
You're evil. So don't do that. But you'll be fine. A little older's fine.
Yeah, just don't
get
go
it.
too old, because then you're just gonna get taken advantage of.
Yeah. So, be smart, but there's old guys are smarter. They know. They know, especially.
Yeah, a girl should always be smarter than her man, in terms of age. I think like once you feel like the man is getting smarter than you, you're dating too young. You're getting too old.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep him down. Keep him down.
Is this real? Next podcast, y'all should talk about fan interactions, specifically because I did meet you guys once at the mall. Y'all were going down the escalator and we were going up, and I froze and just kind of waved. Hamza dapped me up and Martin just gave me a blank stare.
Aw.
And I genuinely walked away so confused. Did it?
Yeah, that
think
probably
I remember
happens. No, when it comes to fan interactions, I also tend to get a little bit weird. I think we all do. It's like
I love it on the escalator though, because
Yeah.
I just act so out of pocket.
I think I remember that actually.
Yeah, I think I remember it too.
Oh. It's better to just walk up and just say hi.
On the escalator, that's what I always do. Sometimes someone will be like, and like we're crossing, like ah, and they're like,
No,
"Oh."
even just shouting like Martin Hamza, like something like that. I think that is like, because staring back and forth trying to figure out like,
just run at us as fast.
because we
as
look
you can.
too. We're like, hey, do they know us? Because
Just-
they keep staring at us.
Yeah, but just run at us as fast as you can. That's what you should do.
Yeah.
Wave your hands up and down so we could spot you. Guys, we want juicy stuff. Hey, Hamza and Martin. Not an advice request, just a question/topic I feel would be fun to address on the podcast. I know Martin dabbles in music and honestly love his songs. Vibes Come Here is my favorite. I also found out Hamza has 2 singles that were more of a meme. Hamza, would you ever consider making a genuine song with Martin? And Martin, would you ever considering asking Hamza? I love how you made sure we were both involved here. No, never. I would never make a song with you.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between me and Hamza. Obviously, like I take it very seriously. I'm a really good passionate singer, and
Well, I'm more into soul music.
really,
Well, feeds of the soul.
right. I focus more on like the vibe and the ambiance and
Probably. We'll probably make an album. We're just trying to copy the TMG entire business model, guys. So,
yeah. We'll drop a whole album, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Meat Gang,
making music shouldn't, it really is for everyone, and like anyone can make it. So yes,
now,
at some point
especially.
we can dabble in that. I think that'd be fun.
What's the big one? The TMG big one.
I don't know.
Fat kid, and I feel like an ostrich.
Do you guys actually stream TMG, or is that just kind of like they drop it, you listen to it for a
Dude,
month?
Don't even start with me.
Really?
Bro. On my Wrapped was freaking top 5.
I didn't know that there was that.
No, not me. But we don't judge, guys. 2024.
No.
Less hate, more love.
More TMG.
Martin and Hamza, I need your advice. A couple months ago, my best friend started getting closer with her crush, hanging out more. I told her I really liked them together and that he was a great guy. However, as she has become distant from him and stopped showing up where we all met, I started talking to him more often, but it started to become a little more flirty, talking to her crush. I now think I really like him, but know that I could never say anything because even if she gave me the okay, it would never feel right. But I don't know if I can keep it a secret any longer and now feel a strong connection with him. Please, what should I do? And how can I stop from things getting worse? I feel super awful about the whole thing. Love the podcast, by the way. You're evil. You need to be cleansed. You need to
pray. You need to seek
pray.
God. You need to
What's
find
the one when they get tied up and they're like
exercised.
exercise? You need to exercise.
Get exercised.
Get exercised. Look, it's a pretty diabolical thing, but
You're actually like that one girl that we just listened to on TikTok. You are seeking.
But they're not together though.
No, and obviously, there's nothing wrong with, because I'm assuming what you're saying is correct, that she distanced herself, that she doesn't care for him anymore. I mean,
honestly, then it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, you got to just confirm with her, really. Just be like, hey, do you like this guy?
For now, my immediate course of action, if I were you, I would play more into a slow burn thing. Keep him in a circle, keep everyone close. Just to give her more time to let that go.
Maybe find another guy, plant him in there so that she could hook up with him so she could be happy.
Wow, that's advanced. Bring her an option.
Yeah, bring her an option. Bring her a sacrifice and then...
Sacrifice someone to her freaking...
An eye for an eye is what they say in the Riddler.
What prompted that? Oh.
I don't know. A body for a body. A little trade, a gamble. A gamble, maybe. Who does that? Leprechauns? Who does those little riddles and stuff?
Gambling?
No, I don't know.
Leprechauns gamble?
I don't know.
That's how they got all the gold.
What am I thinking of? Like a goblin or something?
Tree. Like a troll. Like a troll under the bridge. So don't do that. Don't be a troll about it. But I'd wait like 6 months. Let her fully kill. If you love this girl very much and they're your very close friend, make sure, double, triple check that it's fully. Then ask consent, friggin', can I court this man? Then try it, and then realize he really wasn't that special after all. That's probably what's
Agreed.
So, yeah. Can you read that? I have to pee so bad, and I'm holding it back. I think we can make it. I have very bad vision, both of us do.
Me too, man.
Look, I'm going to zoom in, guys.
Yeah, use the iPhone. The iPhone has such good camera quality.
I can't see anything. I might have to go pee. I'm going to combust. I'll be right back.
Okay, am I supposed to just talk to them?
Oh my God, there's 1 minute.
Well, just sit for a minute. Come on, we got to send it off properly. It's our last podcast of the year. Timed it perfectly.
So, just to end it off, we're going to tell you our goals for 2024. World domination.
Domination in general.
At least 50,000 edits of each of us generated a month. At least owning more animals between the both of us.
And then maybe buying our first Teslas.
First Tesla. Donating more to those who deserve it. Watching less Hassan Piker.
Watching less violent stuff.
Yeah, well, there was yours. More educational stuff.
Exercising people who need exercising.
Who need to be exercised. You think that picked up?
1 trillion%.
I stifled it, though.
That's okay. Guys.
We wish you a new year. Stay safe. Don't drink. Just stay home. Write down a little journal. Clean up your house. Do an everything shower. Wake up in the morning.